You know, sometimes working on this 52 Chevy truck gets a little exhausting, if you know what I'm saying. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're back on the 52 Chevy. This time we are finally getting to the exhaust. We're doing a Y pipe, which is 2 1/4 inches, into a 3-inch exhaust pipe, into a 3-inch MagnaFlow muffler, and then straight out the back of the truck underneath that 54 bumper that has the notch turned down, so we can have exhaust tips coming out the center underneath the bumper. So that's what we're working on right now. Dave's coming over to help out, so let's get to it. So I think we just got the rest of the exhaust in. This one should be the Y pipe, and the 2 smaller brown boxes over there should be the 16-piece stainless 3-inch exhaust kit we got. So I'm just going to open them up real quick just to verify everything is what it's supposed to be. The Y pipe I got from Summit. The 16-piece stainless kit I got off of eBay. So this is the Y pipe crossover. This goes to the driver's side, this goes to the passenger side, and it should shoot down, although I'm not sure how that's going to work in the truck. We might have to modify this pipe or whatnot and figure that out, but everything looks pretty good. That's going to be a big exhaust pipe right here. 3-inch, we're going into a single 3-inch exhaust pipe, straight back the truck, into a 3-inch muffler, straight out the back of the truck, and it's going to be coming out the bottom of the actual bumper in the back, which is why I put the 54 bumper on the truck, because it has that notch. I flipped over and put it down, so I'll have dual exhaust tips poking out through the center of the bumper itself. Let's see what's in these boxes, shall we? So this should be the 16-piece stainless 3-inch stainless kit. Initial thoughts of the Y pipe: it is meant for a Firebird, and it's going to take a lot of customization after looking at the truck, so we'll see how that goes. So I should have 4 of these, which is way more than I need. 45, some U's, a 90. So everything looks really good in here. I'm going to leave this in here because I don't want to unbox it all. We got a whole bunch of stuff. So we got lots of stuff to work with if we do need to modify the Y pipe. The only downside is it is a stainless Y pipe, and I only have a 3-inch stainless pipe. So it's going from 2 1/4 inch in stainless into a 3-inch collector for a 3-inch pipe that goes to the 3-inch muffler, which then comes down these pipes and goes out the back. So this is a kit of 8 right here, and I've actually got 2 kits, so I actually have 16 pieces, so that's how this works out. So we're going to be getting that into the next video. We really need to work on the Y pipe first. Once we get the Y pipe figured out, then we can continue on with everything else. Picked up a new tool from Harbor Freight to kind of help with the exhaust work. We'll be able to use the 6-inch disc sander to actually make sure the pipes are nice and flat when we're welding them together. We're doing butt welds. We're going to unbox this right now. Harbor Freight 4x36 inch belt, 6-inch disc sander, part number 64778. It's like a guard that goes right here. That keeps you from when you're sanding up here from pushing down the belt. There's an Allen wrench, 4 rubber feet, a cheesy little wrench. So I say we put the feet on first. There's a flat spot on the shaft that this goes to. So if you rotate the belt up here, it actually moves this part. So you just want to get it so it's pointed straight up. There is a hole in the plastic cover here that allow you to get that long Allen wrench through. Tighten this on. The idea would be to put pipe on here, just flatten it out. Or I could do it up on the belt too. to work. So we lay the pipe on here, bring it right into the sanding disc, and it should flatten it right out. So this will be a nice little tool for the shop moving forward. It also comes with this little cheap square, slides right into here like this. You can kind of use this as just a guide. I wouldn't put too much faith into it, but it will help you keep your projects, you know, relatively straight, or not. So I picked up this cheap magnetic tray from Ollie's years ago. Never used it. The magnet's really good on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this magnet off of here and use that to hold the tools that this comes with right up underneath. That way the tools are always with the machine. So there's a little trick for you. Magnet, tools, machine, set. Got a little rubber undercoating. And there's the magnet we want right there. That's just glued in place, so we should be able to pop that off. You can also get these things for pretty much free from Harbor Freight when you get those coupons. Crushing the crap out of this, but it does give a little gap underneath the magnet now. Comes right off. So here's the magnet. The tools will stick to this, like this, and then this I'm going to stick up underneath the machine right there. So now I've got tools when I need them right there. So one of the first things we need to do is we need to get these old pipes off of the manifolds. We got one on the driver's side, then we come over and we've got one on the passenger side right here. When we pulled this motor out of the truck that it was in at the time, we just hacked those exhaust pipes off just to save some time. So we're going to take these and try to get these bolts undone, get those off, and that'll clear us up for actually bolting on that Y pipe, which is right over here, and that's not going to fit at all. So we're going to have to hack that up and get that into the right shape that we need. So we're going to work on this one first, get that all unbolted, move on to the passenger side, and then we'll go from there. I didn't want it to happen.
Just Roky did it.
That's what the inside looks like. So we're gonna chop up the Y pipe a little bit more. We're gonna chop it off here, get the Y part out of it so we can actually manipulate these separate driver's side, passenger side pipes a little better. I'm gonna clamp it down just so it doesn't move on me. the last piece of the puzzle for the wide pipe fabrication. We've got a little bit of a pie shape we needed to cut. We're gonna get this tacked into place right now. My face is in the way, Dave. Let's do this. Give people what they want. They want more Dave.
I doubt it.
They want Dave, you've got Dave. All right, so what we have going on here is the wide pipe creation. And Dave's shoes are here. So we got the wide pipe bolted in up there, coming down into the joint to the 3-inch section. It's 2 1/4, 2 1/4, coming down here, going across, up, all the way up into the driver's side. So we had to get pretty creative in the piping over here. A bunch of splices and whatnot, but everything is fitting together nicely. We're going to tack in the spot right there, which is the last section. And then the wide pipe will be relatively complete. And then the rest of the exhaust is going to connect to the 3-inch section here and shoot down the back side of the truck. We're going to weld this now. This is nice, it's purely mounted, made its way around, it's all connected together and welded together. Now we need to figure out the piece that comes up a little bit here. I need to bring it up about 1 inch or 2, shoot the exhaust down underneath the frame. So I cut a 45, I crimped the end of this just a little bit to give it a slight oval length, and it's just going to get tacked into place right here. And then we have another 45 shooting straight back down to get us over the transmission hump. Got that tacked in place, I'm going to grab the other 45. We're going to slide it over top of this here, position it so it's shooting straight down the frame. We'll be in good shape. And this slides onto here, like this. that. And this should shoot straight down the frame rail, which I'm going to check right now. Now we're just going to tack this pipe on up here. Tack that in place. Take the entire white pipe down. Finish weld everything in place. This will eventually get wrapped in header tape just to keep the heat down. But everything's lining up really nice. We're going to mark here where we want to ding the inside of the pipe just a little bit so it's not rubbing. It's in really good shape though. Everything's bolting up nice. The rest of the exhaust will just slip onto right here. Now we're going to take the entire white pipe down, finish weld everything on the welding table. This will be done. We can bolt it back on once it's all finished welded. And we can finish the rest of the exhaust. Very nice, very nice. So the Y pipe came out really good. And right here is where the exhaust will continue on and head straight down the frame into the muffler, which is right there. And then out the back center under the bumper. But this is probably, I'm going to say the hardest part is just getting this thing entirely situated to fit properly around the oil pan right here. Right in this area, comes down, goes underneath the oil pan, comes up by the starter, by the lower control arms, got to get around. So the passenger side dumps into here, into the Y pipe here, and just follows it all the way back. So it came out really nice, nice and clean. This whole thing is going to get wrapped in header tape too, just to keep the heat down as much as we can around the oil pan and around the starter in this area especially. Still need to use this little spacer or riser for the passenger side manifold, but not a problem, works great. What we have going on right now. This is where the rest of the exhaust system is going to connect down to. Comes down in this pipe here. This is where it comes out. This is the Y collector for we got the passenger side coming in from up there. The driver side comes in down and around here, up into the driver's side up there. Everything is stainless, welded with stainless MIG on this one. The rest of the exhaust will get TIG welded together now that I'm getting a little better at the TIG welding. This is going to be a straight shot looking down, so the muffler will be sitting right back around here. I need to make it up and over the transmission mount, which is why we put this 45 in here to bring the exhaust pipe up. Give us some clearance here, away from the ground. We are in good shape, ready to go for the rest of the exhaust. All right, everyone, as you can see, we got the Y pipe from the 89 Camaro completely chopped up and installed into the 52 Chevy here. It took a lot of work to rework those pipes to get it to flow correctly out the back of the truck, but we've got it absolutely perfect. It's the cheaper stainless that's magnetic, but it doesn't matter because the entire thing's gonna be getting wrapped in header tape anyway, just to try to keep some of the heat down in the engine compartment. In the next video, we're gonna actually work on finishing the exhaust and shooting it straight out the back of the truck underneath the 54 Chevy bumper with the notch. So we've got a little special treat for that video, so you definitely wanna stay tuned for that. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. We've got a lot of stuff coming up in the future. If you want me to do anything, if you want me to show you anything, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section down below. We've got radiators coming up, we've got steering coming up, we've got to mock up the air tank and the compressors. Then once that's all done, we're going to pull the motor, rebuild the entire engine. We're going to be documenting that entire process. We're also going to be working on the floor of the truck, getting that all situated nice and sound. We're going to be working on doing Altman latches in the doors. We're going to be putting in one-piece windows with power windows, door poppers, shaving the door handles, all the body work on the truck. Lots of stuff coming up, so as always, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Smash that notification icon down below so you know when future videos do come out, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.